going to be learning a little bit about indices, which are also known as powers. And for multiplication. So normally we use shorthands all the time because mathematicians are actually quite lazy. We like to be efficient. But if you have, for instance, 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, we wouldn't write it. It's a pain. It's long-winded. We just say that we have 4 lots of like this. Now, if those 3's were actually multiplied together, then we would use the power 3 to the power 4, like this, as a shorthand. Okay? And what we're going to try and do in this session is just generalize one of the rules. It's called the addition rule, but hopefully if you can just remember how it works, then you'll be fine. So what we're going to do is let's take 5 squared, and we're going to multiply it by 5 to the power of 4, like that. Okay, now to show you how this works, what I'm going to do is just write a long way. Luckily, you don't actually need to do this every single time, but to help you understand why this works, I want you to see this at least once. Okay. So in the light green here, I have the 5 squared. So you can see I've got 2 lots of 5's multiplied together. In the orange, we've got 5 to the power of 4. So we have 4 lots of 5 multiplied together. And in total, we have 6 lots of 5 together. So we can rewrite this as 5 to the power of 6. So you might have already spotted, but the idea here is that shortcut middle section, you don't need to write that out. What you realize is if you have 7 cubed, for instance, so you've got 7 times 7 times 7, so 7 written out 3 times, and let's say 7 then written out 5 times, so 7 are all together, you're going to have 3 7's plus 5 7's, which is 7 to the 8. So let's just generalize this as a rule up here. Okay, so if you have some number to the power of a, and then you've got the same number to the power of b, then the result will be that same number again. The result will be that same number again, but with the sections added together, a plus b. Okay, and those bases do need to be the same. That's quite important. So if you had 3 to the power of 8 times 4 to the power of 2, we can't really do anything with that. It has to be the same base. So I'll just show you one more example before I set you some questions. Let's do 6 to the power of 6. Okay, if you have a number on its own, just write it as a little 1, because that's what it means, but we don't want to be writing little 1's on every single number that we see, because that would just be ridiculous. We don't normally write a 1, but for the sake of I find it useful to remind yourself that 6, 1, add them together, so that's 6 to the power of 7. Done. Okay, I'm going to just give you a couple of questions to try. Okay, let's go in the purple down here. So question 1, let's do 2 8 times 2 cubed. Okay. And for question 7 to the power of minus 3 times by 7 to the power of 5. And finally, a to the power of 4 by a. Okay, so pause the video now, have a go at them, and then press play when you're ready to see the solutions. So let's just add these together. 8 plus 3, that's 11. Even though it's a negative here, I know we haven't met yet, you know, we haven't covered what a negative power actually means, but the rule is still the same. 3 plus 5. So that's going to be 2. And then I'm going to put a little 1 there so that this becomes a to the power of 5. Done. Okay. Now they might decide to throw you a slightly trickier question with a few more. So let me just split the page here and show you. So for example, they could have 2x cubed a to the 4 multiplied by 5x y squared, for instance. If they do this, then just do the same process, but go step by step. So I always look at the numbers first and just multiply them. Then start looking at the bases, things with the same base, so x and x to the power of 1. That would give, adding the powers, 3 plus 1, that's 4. And then finally, let's look at the base with a y. And then multiply, so we can add the powers. 4 plus 2, that's x. And that's it. I'm going to give you one practice question to try one like that. Okay, question 4 here. Off you go. Alright, so we've got the numbers. 3 times 4 gives us a 20 at the start. Then go to base x, so we've got x to the 9, 4 plus 5, that gives us the 9. And finally, y on its own means the 1. 1 plus 3 means we have y to the power of 4. Okay, thank you. Bye.